everyone, welcome to my channel, My View Review. I am Arian Al Lami, and in today's episode we will be doing a versus video. In today's episode we will be discussing Hollywood film Silence of the Lamb and Bollywood film Sangharsh. It's a comparison video. I will be discussing the differences and similarities in both of them because I found some similarities, so let's get started. Silence of the Lamb, as most of you have already seen it, was released in 1991. It was like one of the biggest hits who made millions and around the world box office. People loved him because of the obvious reason. It was based on the novel of the same name. And Sangharsh, the Indian version, was made in 1991 played by Akshay Kumar and Preeti Zinta, whereas the US one was done by Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster. On the side note, I love Anthony Hopkins. He looks similar to my late uncle, and also it reminds me of my dad as well. So from him, no matter what kind of criminal mastermind freak he plays, I can never hate him. I would always love him because for me, it was like, oh, I love him. Oh my god, if you are watching my review video, please subscribe and I love you. Okay, I think I'm getting sidetracked. Let's come back. Jodie Foster and Preeti Zinta, they're both gorgeous women. Now I'm discussing the similarities. So in terms of similarities, Jodie Foster is a new FBI agent or trainee, and they sent her to solve this crime of a serial killer who's targeting women, and after killing them, he is skinning them, and he uses their skin to make a mask or something. In the Indian version, Jodie Foster goes to Anthony Hopkins, who is a brilliant psychologist and a cannibalist. Like, he eats human flesh, so that's why he is in prison. But because he can understand human psychology really well, he can help her in this case. In the beginning, he's not too sure, but when he sees the innocence of Jodie, that she's an innocent human being who's trying to solve the crime, and he is unbiased and wants to help, so he decides to help her. In the Indian version, this actress goes to, the police agent goes to this criminal in the prison. They call him Professor because he knows a lot about different criminal background and criminal gangs that are happening, so he has a lot of information about them, and he goes to ask him for the help. And for the similar reason that he finds her that she is unbiased, innocent police officer who's just trying to solve the crime, he decides to help her. So these are as far as the similarities goes. Now the differences. The Indian version had some songs. Yes, you heard it right. The Indian version of Silence of the Lamb had songs. They are good songs actually, and they have placed it, and it has some good songs. I'll put the link in the description if you wanted to hear them. You might not understand the language, but it's good. I like the songs. So mostly it's very difficult to put songs in a thriller film, but because in the 90s every Bollywood film had to have music with it, they would insert them based on like if the actor is imagining, and then they'll put the song. So now let's discuss I think I said that. So other difference was the crime. In the Silence of the Lamb, the guy is actually targeting women, whereas in Sangharsh, the Indian version, the criminal is actually a religious freak who thinks that by giving sacrifices, human child sacrifices, he can be immortal. So he is kidnapping children and killing them, and he had kidnapped lots of children, and the case comes in the hand of this actress to keep calling her the actress, the lead character, Priti, to resolve. And she has a lot of pressure from the parents, obviously, but also the pressure on the case becomes even higher when the criminal, who is Ashutosh Rana, he's such a good actor. In recent years, I haven't seen any good film from him. But in the 90s, he did some great films, and he was very good. He was playing the villain role really well. Like, he is a brilliant actor. I'm surprised he's not doing much these days. Yeah. So I lost track of my thoughts. Okay. So then when he kidnaps the minister's son, then the pressure increases on Priti even more to resolve the crime. The actor in the Sangharsh, Akshay Kumar, runs away from the prison to help her. She also has this fear from darkness because of her some childhood trauma, and the actor help her find they end up finding the child. They save the last child, and they catch the criminal, and the hero dies in the process and they kill the criminal mastermind as well. And the girl, she ends up getting an award for it. I think it's like a recognition something, and she gets promotion for it. Film ends, and that's it. In 90s, there were not this, like, currently Bollywood is making sequel and prequel, like part 1, 2, 3 of the films, but at that time it wasn't the case. So one story, beginning and finish. But if someone is watching it now, I suggest you should make a second version. Like, the story was good. Maybe the police officer can solve a different crime or something. It'll be interesting to see Priti Zinta again doing some action films. Now let's go back to the Silence of the Lamb. In Silence of the Lamb, they do catch the bad guy, but Anthony Hopkins does not die, so we see a prequel and sequel of the film as well. Of course, I've seen both of them. I love Anthony Hopkins, as I've mentioned before. He's a brilliant actor, and he's a British actor. And they made more parts for it. Silence of the Lamb is a masterpiece, so please don't be offended if I have compared these two films, if there is some hardcore fans. The Indian version is also, obviously, it's not the same level because they tried to do it differently. But I would say that Sangharsh is also tastefully done. They have not copied everything exactly. They have, if they had copied everything, like they made like it in Hindi, the same movie in Hindi, that would be really cringe and awful. But they have adopted some stuff from it, but made it in an Indian way, changed the story. So the film is done tastefully. So when you watch it, you will enjoy it. It's a nicely done film. It's not like an exact cringe copy, which, as I mentioned before, that's why I liked it. So it's an old film, so I'm sure if you want to watch it, you'll be struggling to find the link. So I hope you could find the link. If I find any links, I'll put in the description. But yeah, I will put the trailer and any link that I can find, I'll put them in the description for you to watch it. I like both films, and I give them thumbs up. And yeah, I always watch Anthony Hopkins films. And now let's come. My review is over. For all those who have subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for your support. And October is coming, so I'm planning to do some like Halloween, in the theme of Halloween. I'll be doing some videos, maybe some horror film reviews and stuff. So do tell me, and also let me know if you want me to review Hindi movies in Hindi. Let me know that as well in the description. So please subscribe to the channel so you get notification when those videos come up. I'm also thinking to do some heart-to-heart videos where I'll just get to know me more if you are interested. So stay tuned. I will see you in the next video. Until then, look after yourself and your family. Bye for now.